Right. What's happened to you then?
Deceased male, early 20s, strangulation marks around the throat. We suspect he was out jogging last night. Estimate time of death, 11 p.m.
Any witnesses?
None at the moment, but we do have the woman who found him, and Miss Olivia Bell. She's at the station taking the statement right now.
I'll make sure to visit the station and speak to her before she leaves.
There's a tan line on the ring finger. Could be trouble in paradise.
Interesting. Miss Bell, thank you for giving your statement. I just have a couple of questions for you. How did you find the body of the victim, and are you able to recognise him?
I was going to work and I saw a foot on the ground, so I went to go see if they were alright, and he was dead. But I said all this in the statement. Even the part where I said I didn't recognise him.
Is there anyone who can confirm your statement, Miss Bell?
Look, I told you, Detective. I was on my way to work. How could I possibly have gotten someone to confirm my statement?
I guess we'll have to take your word for it, won't we?
If we're done here, I really need to go to work.
We'll be in touch, Miss Bell.
We found the identity of your jogger, a Mr. Edward Holland.
Mrs. Holland,
Yes?
could we step inside? Mrs. Holland, we regret to inform you about your husband.
Yes?
Well, there's no easy way to say this. We found a body and we believe it is your husband. I know this is a tough time for you, but you need to stay strong for us in order to find out who killed your husband.
If you need a bereavement counsellor, we can offer you one, but you'll have to come with us to identify the body.
Would you be able to do this, Mrs. Holland?
I think I can do that, yes.
We'll take you down whenever you're ready.
I can come now.
Get some uniforms to perform door to door to see if any one side would leave that night.
Yes, ma'am.
That's him. That's my husband.
I'm sorry, love.
Right, I have some information from the daughter. May I speak with you, please? No one saw Mr. Holland leave the house on the night of his murder. Though witnesses say Miss Holland was at home the night her husband died.
Right.
Apparently, neighbours heard her playing guitar till 11 p.m.
So the wife has an alibi. Run a background check on Miss Bell to see if there's anything else she isn't telling us.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and Carter, good work. Sorry about that, Mrs. Holland. Is there anything we can do for you? I can get an officer to take you home. Is there something the matter, Mrs. Holland?
Edward's ring. It's missing.
Do you want to sit down?
No, I don't want to sit down. He never takes off his ring. Do you think whoever did this to my husband stole his ring as well?
We can't rule anything out, Mrs. Holland, but I assure you, my team and I will do everything in our power to catch whoever did this to your husband. The wife is adamant that Edward would never remove the ring. If we find the ring, we find the murderer.
Mom, I did a background check of Olivia. Turns out she works for Edward Holland.
Apparently, she's a secretary working for Holland Shipping.
I think we should have another chat with Miss Bell, don't you? Seems you left out a little detail in your previous statement. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I worked for Edward. I only didn't tell you as I thought I'd become a suspect.
By lying to us, you've made yourself a suspect and you've obstructed the cause of justice.
I'm really sorry, I never meant to lie. I didn't want to be blamed for his murder.
Get the blame? Is there something you aren't telling us, Miss Bell?
I was having an affair with Edward. I knew you'd assumed I killed him. I couldn't do that. I loved him.
How can I believe you, Olivia? You've lied to us before.
I'm not lying. Send me a letter saying you wanted me to be with him. There's ring attached to it. We were going to run away together. I went there to tell him yes, and I got there, he was dead.
I'm finding it hard to believe you, Olivia. You told Edward to leave his wife and run away with you, but he rejected you.
It's not true.
After rejecting you, you waited for him to leave his house and you were angry, so you killed him.
No, that's not true. I did not kill Edward Holland.
I'm sorry, Miss Bell, but I'm going to have to put you in custody until we can find some evidence to confirm your alibi. Hello, Mrs. Holland. We have some more information about your husband's murder. Do you play guitar, Mrs. Holland?
Excuse me?
Guitar. Just as there's a photo of you playing guitar.
Oh, that. I haven't played in years. That photo's from university where I met Edward.
Why'd you stop playing?
I don't know how this is relevant, Price. And I stopped playing because I broke one of the strings and had to get rid of it.
I'm just interested, that's all, Mrs. Holland.
You came about my husband not to interrogate me.
I'm not interrogating you, just getting an understanding of who you are, as you have just lied to an officer.
Lied? I have not lied, Detective Price.
We have witnesses saying they heard you playing guitar on the night of your husband's murder, which you said you had broken years ago. Also, when I came to the home, I checked your bins and saw a broken guitar. Care to explain that, Mrs. Holland?
I can explain.
Okay then. Explain how a broken guitar has ended up in your bin when you told me you'd gotten rid of it.
Hello, I've identified what killed your murder victim.
Go on.
We're looking for a thin metal string, like rope.
Okay.
One deep enough to make those lacerations on his neck.
Okay, is there anything it could resemble?
Yes, it's similar to a guitar string.
Get off me! You know I can't do that. I killed him. I knew all about his little affair with that tat of his. He thought he was so clever with those jogs and midnight meetings. I saw all those receipts that he had got, those gifts for her. I knew he never went running. He was doing it to meet up with her. So I followed him one night to see where he was going. It was a little dismal path surrounded by trees. No one could see. So I killed him. Right then and there. Please! I confronted him. And then I strangled him with this string. I knew I'd be the main suspect. So I stole his ring to frame her. And then I wrote that letter saying that he wanted her. It's a shame that you won't be able to tell anyone. I'm quite proud of myself, actually.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say will be given in as evidence. Do I make myself clear?